Okay, so I'm Jamich. I'm with Call Variety Streamer. I don't actually do a ton of speedruns, but I have this one, Pac-Man Championship Edition DX, which I have always liked ever since it came out back in 2013 for Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network. The Steam version got released. Oh, the game got released in 2010, I'm sorry, but the Steam version and the DLC got released in 2013. But I got back into it this year after seeing it run actually at SGDQ. And since, not AGDQ 2020, Tea Party Cthulhu ran this. But since then, I've taken the world record. So I'm gonna get to see the world record holder on this one. So the core of this game, the gameplay is based on classic Pac-Man. You eat dots, you avoid the ghosts. You eat the power pills, you turn the tables on the ghosts, and you eat them. But there are a bunch of major changes to it. You play in a continuously refreshing level, and this game introduces the concept of ghost trains, where the ghosts will follow you around until you have time to eat them. So let's start the run in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're not using a real-time timer, we do in-game time. So the first thing you'll see is as I clear out one side, a fruit will appear, and then when I eat that fruit, it's going to be on the other side, and it will refresh the original side. So we're going to play one continuous level. You can see that counter in the corner is telling me how many fruits I have to go to end the time clock. The second thing you'll see is the ghost train, which is chasing me. If there's no ghosts behind me in the ghost train, the first one I see will alert the start one. If there are ghosts in the ghost train, when I alert a ghost like this stationary ghost down here, and then the ghost train will pick it up when it goes by. So in Score Attack, one big thing you want to do is build up really large ghost trains and then get a power pill and eat them. But we're doing time trial. Score increases your game speed at the bottom, but eating ghosts also takes time, so we want to be judicious about eating ghosts. For example, we've got this situation here where we eat all those ghosts close enough that we don't have to pay the restart cost for eating, because if you eat ghosts separately, it takes them. Now you can see Blinky's decided to join us because our score has gotten high enough. So now we have the roaming ghosts in addition to these stationary ghosts. And the roaming ghosts introduce a lot of variability. So they are not random, but they are chaotic. It's really hard to keep them doing the exact same behaviors because it's dependent on you doing the exact same thing frame by frame. So we're just hoping we get good patterns, and so far we're seeing stuff that's pretty common. So this is a good screen to introduce sparks. You'll notice that when I turn, there's these sparks. I can buffer my turns. I can install here just a little bit so I can line those two up in the ghost train, which frees this up. Anyway, the sparks, if I buffer my turn, I will throw down those sparks and I will turn just a little faster. So one thing you'll see me do a lot is make turns rather than go straight. Rather than doing the easy route, we're going to take extra turns to try to speed it up. But we won't always do that because sometimes it can result in the ghosts cutting you off, and you really don't want that. Okay, we're coming towards the end of this stage, and it was pretty good until that happened. We did get trolled, but I still think we got a pretty good chance here. We have to let that ghost train... Nope. Okay, that's unfortunate. But we're at the last screen. We get these power pills. Go around, and sub 225 is not bad for a marathon setting, not at all. So, okay, that was the first stage. It's called Championship 2 because Championship 1, which you'll actually see later, is from Pac-Man Championship Edition Non-Deluxe. But this is Pac-Man Championship Edition Deluxe. That's why it's 2. Second stage is going to be Highway. The gimmick of this is that you've got all these screen wraps around the side. And I really quickly want to mention something that happened in the last level, which was the bombs. I can send all the ghosts back to Ghost Jail by hitting any button on the controller that would throw down a bomb. It will also remove a stationary ghost in front of me. And the other thing it could do is, the thing it does is it lowers my game speed just a little bit. So we try to avoid them, but we can use them to set things up. So here's a good window to read a donation if you got it. so here you can start to see that we have some patterns that are utilizing both halves of the screen. So we're not clearing out one side and going to the other, we're working back and forth. This stage is about to start getting interesting, about when I eat this power. And red is doing not what I expect red to be doing, so this will be interesting. So normally red is running away from us down here. So we want to come over here. We want to bomb when these dots line up right there. And then we want this ghost train to follow us, and we want Pinky not to cut us off, but we know he's going to cut us off just a little bit. Because of the bomb, we're actually back on route. So we're going to eat this power pill, and then, unfortunately, we have to keep the power pill alive by eating these stationary ghosts with power pills in them. And then we got through there without eating any extra ghosts. If we do eat some extra ghosts in there, we have to eat another one of those stationary power pills because there may be a non-blue ghost coming out of ghost jail, which can cause a problem. Here, and then right about when we turn up here, we throw another bomb. We can get through here and it sets everything up. We need this ghost train to join us right here so it doesn't cut us off. You always want the ghost train chasing you. You do not want it coming directly for your face. So we're going to go through here. I talked about taking extra turns, but we don't want to take the extra turn there. It's too risky, but we can take this one. So after this stream, we're going to come up on one of the more technical parts of the entire game, which is we got to go through here and pick up each and every one of these. And we put a bomb here, and we're good. That is amazing. That is an amazing time, considering I got off route. I actually put practice into that this morning, and we're actually green on the world record. That won't last. That's actually my biggest time save on the world record. But this stage is trolly. This stage is called Junction. There's a lot of crossing paths. And again, the beginning of the stage would be a great time to read a donation or three. The first power pill we didn't eat any ghosts to set up this much bigger heat. And then we're going to take some precise routing through here to limit the number of ghosts that come along. And then we're going to take extra turns here because the sparks make us turn faster. They don't help us on straightaways even though we can throw them indefinitely. Okay, here we're not going to take the extra turn. We're going to do a very specific setup, and the ghost train will come right behind us. And here we'll quickly grab these and come back. You don't want to miss that one. Quickly turn the wrong way there, which sets up the timing for this, so we can go get these and come right back and get those all in one go without starting the, without having to pay the startup cost for eating again. Wait here just a beat, which gets Pinky out of the way. Pinky is always a problem. We do not like Pinky. This is green, so we're going to go here. And when we do this, we'll turn down here, the ghost train will turn down, and will meet up with us right there. And we'll turn up here. And now we just need to hope that we don't get cut off. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking like a real fine run so far. If everything goes well here, we should eat this ghost train. We should be able to slide down here without paying a startup penalty, and we did, so this is height. And we're going to eat this power pill. Come on, down around. Train threw me a little bit. I was expecting to eat that ghost, which would have caused a little bit of slowdown, and because I didn't actually have that happen, now my great run is nearly a good run. I think we're still okay, though. We'll go through here. But bombs can be useful to bail yourself out of weird situations. And because that ghost train was in the corner, sometimes you eat the ghost in that corner, but not always. Okay, I thought he was gonna cause me trouble there. We're okay. Go here. We want that ghost train kind of not on the bottom so that when we get through here, we can do that. 237.88. So for all my complaining, we're still in it. Yeah, We are still in it. That was really good considering there was a mistake. Okay, so the fourth stage is Spiral, and it kind of lives up to its name. You'll see it, but here's a good window, again, for a donation. You'll notice the theme. With the donation tips. So for this one, I go over the top of that spiral and eat the power pill. And I want the ghost train lined up along the bottom. So we're going to do that. This ghost is something I wasn't quite expecting. Most of the time he'll get out of the way there, but not today. But this part's also not too interesting. We're going to see the second spiral over here, and again, we're going to keep the power pill over the top. We're going to duck over here. We want the ghost train to come up. It didn't quite do it, but it still might turn up here. I missed the apple. Gonna cost a little time, but I thought it was gonna be. Now, hopefully, it falls in line behind us here after that little mistake. And okay, looking good. Red will come out of jail before it's a problem. Nope. What's gonna happen? Here's another bomb. So we're just gonna use a lot of bombs and try to get back on track. So here, this time, we're going to eat the power pill first and sneak out here. Usually we don't eat that. We're going to try to eat this without eating that last guy, and we did it. The entire ghost train, we're going to turn around here, and then we're going to grab this power pill. We're going to come over here, and we're going to do this spiral. Alright. Here, we take a little detour and don't do the obvious thing. But red got in the way, so I couldn't really show you exactly how it's supposed to go, and we'll have to do one more. So we're going to be a little behind on this one. But it's actually been an amazing run. So we'll sneak around like that. If we actually take the spiral, the train's too long, it gets in the way. Like this. And then again, we're going to eat the power pill first and try to get ahead of the ghost train. Hey, Okapi. Thanks for the raid. We are recording right now a practice, so I will not be super responsive. What was that? 217.70. But I appreciate the raid, and this is going in the official pre-commentary commentary. Let's see, we're on Manhattan. So Manhattan's trick is that it's kind of got a lot of square blocks that you navigate around. Yeah, this was very spicy until that last stage. We were in the green. We were on world record pace. This is where a donation window would be, so I can actually acknowledge thanks for the raid. Alright, so here we have to go straight. Here. You can't eat these in one go, unfortunately. We're going to slip down. This part's also pretty straightforward. Here, we're actually going to pick up the ghost rather than going around the screen wrap. And then we will come back over here. This time we will do the screen wrap. The ghost train will not follow us. It will come over this way and try to catch up with us. We're actually going to cut down here. We're going to go up here. We're going to eat that guy as quickly as we can. And if it worked well, we should set him up to get out of our way for this part where we keep the power pill alive for the next 45 seconds or so. We did not set it up. So I'm going to throw a bomb randomly and hope it gets him out of my way. The number one thing that... Nah, didn't work. Okay. The number one thing for a fast run through here is not eating Blinky as he goes through. And that was a mistake on my part. So I'm going to back it up by adding bombs. Come down here, and now we have that free power pill in the middle of most levels. Now we're going to use it. I don't think we've used it yet. Okay, and we are through the part where we were supposed to keep power pill the whole time, but I made a mistake. That's why we have bombs. Doing pretty good. this end is also pretty straightforward until the last screen. The last screen has a couple of difficult turns. Red sometimes likes to turn up there. You can sometimes stall to get red to behave. It's an open question whether it's worth it. Now, if red doesn't get its way here, we can snag those kills, and we really don't want to bomb here, because if we don't, everybody stays out of our way, and we get a clean end like that. Alright, so we're on to stage 6, which is Dungeon. Dungeon's gimmick is that there's not a lot of space to maneuver. All the screens are very tight. We're going to change the visuals back on Classic, and we'll get going. Okay, this would be where I'd leave a window for donations. But yeah, this is a fun stage. The other thing to note about this stage is it's very consistent. Because there's no real space for anything to happen, it tends not to go weird. Quick turn down, make sure we eat that entire ghost. As an example, that ghost is gonna see us, and red is gonna come right for us, right here, and we're just gonna let him, because as far as I know, there's no way to improve that over just taking the slowdown. I do not think I have yet mentioned that, yeah, when you're running straight at a ghost, you go into bullet time. This is great for beginners, bad for speedrunners. Alright, so here we're gonna step over Ghost Jail. We're gonna try to make this turn real quick. We got it. If it works, the ghost train turns along the bottom. The ghost train can turn along the top, which is not what we want. That's a little tight. Okay. Hopefully he stays in jail not long enough not to cause problems. Okay, we're doing good. Now at this part, we're really just hoping Blinky decides not to mess with us. Too bad. And obviously the soulful contract has at this point been violated. Okay, now we're going to do a setup for the last screen. Get this, and we're going to quickly eat this over the top. We're going to get ahead of the ghost train, and now we should be able to get to the last group without eating the ghost train's tail. Okay, we're on to Champ 1. This is the swingiest level in the game because it comes from Championship Edition, not DX, which does not have ghost trains. So there's no stationary ghosts, and that's bad. There's no stationary ghosts. Yeah, we're gonna be about 10 seconds behind. There's no stationary ghosts, and there's 4 roamers the entire time. There's also no additional bombs in the middle of the level. I did not have to use that bomb there, and I really didn't want to, because there's only 5 bombs, and you'd really like to get through the first part of the stage using like only 2 of them. But I'm very discombobulated right now. Alright, so we come here, we're gonna go to the kidney bean screen. We're gonna eat around the beans like this. Use a bomb there, which is a very unfortunate place to use a bomb because it likely means all 5 of the ghosts are going to have to get eaten right here. And because the ghosts are not tightly packed, eating them is very slow. You're eating them one at a time, you're not getting a whole ton of points or speed out of them, so we mostly want to avoid eating ghosts where possible. Wow, that was really bad. So now we got 2 power pills per screen, and my setups on this are intended to give myself the most power pill time I can manage, and to try to keep the ghosts out of my way. So we're gonna come through here, Get ahead of this. Hope nobody comes up here and gets in the way. That works. We're gonna again do the same thing. Go middle to top, and then middle to top again. Alright, didn't have to use any power pills or any bombs. Here. Loop around. Power pill. Sneak this out. We'll grab this. Grab this. And then I actually did manage to save my bombs to the end, which we can use to get the ghosts out of the way. And we recovered pretty well, considering how bad the beginning went. So the last stage is half. Half is the most technical stage in the game. And as you'll see, we do everything that matters is on the left part of the screen. There are no roaming ghosts, there's no free power pellet, and 5 bombs for the entire stage, which is not enough. So this is a good time for a donation because the beginning is not super interesting. Okay, so here we're gonna go down and come back up, and the train's gonna catch up to us, which we want. We don't want it getting too far away from us and cutting us off. We're gonna leave these dots here. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna go back, hit those stall, just a beep. And when the train gets those top 2 ghosts in the left, we'll bomb out the bottom right. Close the entire train. And we will move on to the next one. So for this one, we're gonna have to stall down in this corner. Come up here. We're gonna quickly grab this dot and go for a loop. If we had an extra bomb, we might use it there. Oh, this is the wrong way, so we're gonna stall on the wall there. And here's the interesting thing, if we max the ghost train out to 30, it can't add any more ghosts, so the ghosts just pop away. And we do it again there. But we need to add every ghost the entire way there. So we call this the Mambo room because we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one. Then we get everybody in the car, and I messed it up because of that escapee. Everybody in the car. Yeah, I missed eating 1 ghost. Okay. And come on, let's ride. So what happened there is sometimes when the ghost train is wrapping across the screen wrap, sometimes a ghost just kind of disappears and stops existing for a little bit, and then Pac-Man doesn't eat that ghost and he escapes, and I forgot to do the little stall I need to do to that. Oh, this is wrong. Alright, I messed this up, so we're stalling a bit here because I need enough room to do this. But we're a little behind because I made a couple mistakes. Alright, so we're gonna wait up here. We're gonna wait down here, and again, we're gonna get this ghost to disappear. We're gonna double back. Alright, we'll clear out this entire loop here, and then wait for the train to pick back up here. Then we'll work top to bottom. Alright, come down here. Now there's a trick you can do that where you can bomb 2 ghosts away with 1 bomb right there, but it's really risky. I don't think I hit it. I think I hit it less than half the time, so we are not trying it in marathon. Saved a couple of seconds. We again can pop that ghost away and just go right through. Here's a kind of spiralish pattern. We're gonna go in a very specific order because the ghost train is gonna cheat up on us right here. We'll grab the power pill. We won't eat anything. And we're gonna kind of dance with it right here. So we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna wait a little bit to make sure all the ghosts pop away. Do that. I'm gonna go up, down. I missed it. Okay, we're gonna have to circle back through this. We'll bomb this ghost away. And then we're gonna ease clean this out. 1, 2, 3. Go around here. There we go. Alright, now we're on the last screen. So we're going to bring the ghost train a little closer so that we don't see the tail gonna wait just a beat there, because we don't want the train to cut us off. The train cut us off. So we're in trouble. We can't show the trick. So we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Okay. Did not get to show the trick. But all in all, for a no reset run, sub 21, not bad. So I'm gonna put a stream marker here and say end of commentary.